a very special returning guest. I have WBA Welterweight Champion Keith one-time Thurman. How are you doing tonight, Keith?
I'm doing good, my friend. How are you?
I'm good, and it's great to have you back on again. You've got a title defence coming up against Luis Collazo. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the fight and how you feel about the fight coming up?
I feel good about this fight. You know, I was really happy with my last performance. I was real happy to face Robert Guerrero. He's one of the fighters that I've been looking forward to fighting for a long time. And, you know, this fight, July 11th, on ESPN, I mean, it's just beautiful. It's just another opportunity for me to showcase my skills and my talent to the world. And I get to do it in my hometown. I mean, my whole family is truly excited about this fight coming up. Collazo has a lot of experience. You know, he's been in with world champions. He's faced a lot of tough guys. And he's talked about fighting me on several occasions, so I know he's going to bring his A game. I'm looking forward to the fight.
You partly answered my question there. My next question was going to be, why Luis Collazo? Because, yes, he's a good, tough fighter and he's a game guy, but every time he's fought anybody from the A sort of the B-plus level, he's lost, with the exception of Victor Ortiz, was coming off a long way off, and you could argue whether he was in that bracket on that level at the time. So, can you answer that question for me? Why Luis Collazo?
Well, there's several reasons why Luis Collazo. You know, the first reason is he was an opponent that was willing to sign a contract to fight me on July 11th. I'm trying to stay active right now. It's very important that I stay active for myself and my career at this point. That's how me and my team feel. And currently in the welterweight division, there was just not a whole lot of matches that could be made. A lot of other matches got made early this summer. So I'm just taking what was given to me. I respect Luis Collazo. I know a lot about him, a lot of things that you've mentioned. You know, even though he's lost to a lot of the A-class fighters, he's never been stopped. You know, he's a worthy challenger. You know, he's not going to lay down for nobody, and it should be a good fight. You know, the fighter in me would like to entertain the fans a little bit more. I know some people might not be too thrilled about the show, but, you know, it takes time to get what you want in the world of boxing. You know, every fight's not the super mega fight. Like I said, me and my team, we're trying to stay busy. I might compete 3 to 4 times this year. We definitely know I'm going to compete 3 times. The question is, am I going to compete 4 times? It all depends on what we get after this, but my main focus is July 11th. Luis Collazo, right here in Tampa Bay, the USF Sundome. You know, ESPN, man, it's beautiful.
This is a dangerous fight for you, isn't it? Because if you haven't got your eye on the prize and you don't look impressive against Collazo, or heaven forbid you lose to him, your career is on the back burner, isn't it?
You know, I'm young. I don't know how much of the back burner. But what happens, you know, I mean, AB lost, but he lost to, I guess, maybe a more respectable opponent at the time in his career, you know, than a Luis Collazo. But at the end of the day, you know, I believe I would keep fighting, but the fire, the intensity that, you know, is being brought behind the name Keith one-time Thurman right now, due to my 25-0 record, my 21 knockouts, and my beautiful performances for the past, you know, several years on several different networks. You know, a lot of that would die out. You know, Keith no time Thurman. You know, you'll just start hearing, you know, all sorts of names like they always do. You know, so I have a lot to lose in this fight. You know, and but I have a lot to gain as far as more exposure, and I have another opportunity to kick off PBC on ESPN this time over my last fight, which was the kickoff for PBC on NBC. I'm really looking forward to boxing this year. I really like what's happening to boxing right now, the shift that is going on in the world of boxing, and I'm just happy to be back in the ring.
My question, if you look impressive against Collazo on ESPN for PBC and stop him, considering Amir Khan's underwhelming performance against Chris Algieri recently, would you be in line for the Mayweather shot perhaps?
We're definitely in line for the Mayweather shot. We've been in line for the Mayweather shot for a minute, but you know, it doesn't matter who I fight in the welterweight division. To me, I would love Floyd Mayweather. That's the man. Until the man retires, he's the man. And you know, I want to be a legend, and the best way to become a legend is by taking out a legend, and that'd be Floyd Mayweather. You know, Amir Khan is a great opponent. I would love to fight Amir Khan at 147 pounds. You know, I've made a statement, and I have no problem making the statement. Amir Khan has no business fighting at 147 pounds. He just fought Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri had no business fighting at 147 pounds. And now that I'm going to fight Luis Collazo, you know, me and Amir Khan are going to have a common opponent. And I just fought, Floyd Mayweather fought Robert Guerrero for his first fight on the Showtime contract. So me and Floyd already have a common opponent, and the world knows that I was able to cause more damage to Guerrero than Floyd was. And I look forward to doing the same thing to Collazo, giving him more damage than Amir Khan gave him. So, you know, after this, it's going to be the same as everything. I'm ready for the world. I'm ready for the best fighters in the welterweight division. If that means Amir Khan, bring it. If that means Sean Porter, bring it. If it means Floyd Mayweather, bring it.
You just mentioned Amir Khan before. Now, he's calling out everybody except you, Cal Brook, and Superman. Why do you think that is? Do you think he's afraid of your power?
Definitely. You know, Amir Khan is a very scared fighter. He fights with a scared mentality. A scared fighter is a fighter who does not want to be hit. Now, a smart fighter doesn't want to be hit. But when you watch a fighter about to be hit and you look at his reaction, in the moment, you should be able to tell the difference of a smart fighter and a scared fighter. Floyd Mayweather is a smart fighter. Amir Khan is a scared fighter.
The Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, we talked about it so many occasions during the lead-up to the fight, and the fight happened. Now the fight's happened. Did it play out pretty much how you expected it to play out?
Yeah, for the most part, you know, I knew Mayweather, as long as he was going to use the best strategy, I figured his best strategy was to use his footwork and to pop shot all night. And that's pretty much what he did. You know, he controlled Manny Pacquiao on the outside, and he never really stood in front of Manny Pacquiao, not being an easy target for him. So it was a beautiful job by Floyd, and it's what I expected from him.
Why would Pacquiao's camp allow Pacquiao to go into a fight with a torn rotator cuff, to go into a fight, the biggest fight of your career, with one arm? Why would they allow that to happen when it's tough enough to beat Floyd Mayweather in the first place?
Something like $80 million, I believe, can answer that question, you know? The money, man, the money. The money makes people make certain decisions. You know, I believe Max Kellerman made a statement like a week after the Floyd fight on how he was supposed to get some form of a shot, some form of treatment the night before the fight, and it was supposed to be sanctioned by the Nevada Athletic Commission. The problem was certain paperwork didn't get filled out, and Nevada declined Pacquiao of whatever treatment that he was supposed to be allowed to have for the fight. So Pacquiao expected to get treatment, and that was going to hopefully be, that would have helped him perform for that night. Instead, he was unable to get the treatment due to some technicality, some paperwork backstage or something. You know, so whose fault is it? Is it Freddie Roach's fault? Is it the Nevada commissioner's fault? Is it Pacquiao's team's fault? Whose fault is it? You know, at the end of the day, I believe that it's the fighter and his trainer's job to show up in the best physical shape possible. And, you know, if they didn't do that, then that's their bad. And, you know, Mayweather came to perform. So, you know, I don't think he deserves a rematch. I don't think anybody wants to see a rematch. So, you know, just like my nickname, sometimes you only get one time.
Yeah. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm really looking forward to seeing you fight against Luis Collazo, and I'm really looking forward to a knockout.
Thank you. I appreciate all the love and support.
Thanks, Keith. Ciao.
Take care. Ciao.